How's it going, everybody? I'm the BTCReaper. My goal on this channel is to teach you how to reap the rewards of trading, whether the price is going up or down. We'll hop over to total. We do have an indecision candle here, so I would watch if we get a strong green candle. We do have a potential to push forward. Our MPP does say there would be a probability to push near that 1 trillion, which could be a lower high, so I would exercise caution if we do make that short-term run up. VWAP does want to push up. Momentum is gaining strength. Money flow is bullish, so we do look positive here. I would watch lower time frames to continue that positivity, and again, watch those higher ranges. We did not make that head and shoulder, that inverted head and shoulder. We tried to make a break forward. We got rejected by that 936. Stochastic is pushing up. RSI is flat. But if stochastic continues higher, RSI will gain strength. We do have a slightly higher low, so watch for higher highs above that resistance. If we do get higher highs here, then we could continue forward still. However, if we see a rejection or lower highs here, then we would likely push lower. So that VWAP is breaking bullish. That is positive. Momentum is pushing up with a green dot. So as long as that VWAP stays bullish, it is likely we would have momentum to continue forward and possibly break that resistance. So over on Bitcoin for the daily, remember futures just open, so no point trading it. We are starting to see a round away, so we will delete this descending channel as it pretty much played out, and we may not see a continuation off of it. We did pull back to the 93k like we warned, so I would watch for a push forward. Our MPP does say we could push up to 100k, and then if we can make that bounce, I would watch for continued higher highs with higher lows to continue to push us forward toward that 112. If we don't get higher highs and higher lows at that 100k, then we're going to push back down toward that 86k, 80k range. Our momentum is losing strength. VWAP is favoring bearish. Money flow is flat. RSI is weakening, and stochastic is pushing down, so I would exercise caution. Over on the 1 hour, we do have lower highs and lower lows, so we do have a bearish continuation pushing us lower. Again, watch for lower highs and lower lows. If that continues, we would break that support level. Our MPP does say there is a 61% chance of that happening, so I would watch for a rejection around that 96.2. Stochastic does want around. RSI is flat. VWAP does have higher highs with a higher low, so we do want to push forward. If that VWAP stays bullish, momentum will continue higher, money flow will remain green, and we will continue to push up, and that would strengthen higher time frames. But if that VWAP gets a rejection, then we will start to pull back and see those lower targets. Over on graph for the daily, we do have indecision here as well. RSI is pulling back, momentum is starting to fail. That VWAP does want to reject. Money flow is pretty flat, so overall not too positive. Over on the 1 hour, we are retesting that 20 cent. We do have a consolidation range after a push down. Watch as this could create a bear flag to break us toward that 16,316. Stochastic does want around. RSI is starting to pull back. VWAP does want to push up. Momentum is gaining strength, so we do look positive if that VWAP can stay bullish. Over on Anchor for the daily, we do have a very similar lane to graph. We do want to push forward, having that indecision candle. It's hard to see if that's a long upper. That's technically a long upper shadow, as that candle wick is about twice the size of the body. VWAP does want to break neutral. Momentum is pushing forward. Money flow is in the green, so I would watch. If that VWAP can break neutral, then momentum will push forward. Money flow will remain green, and we will make a rounding bottom and push up, but watch lower time frames for that to happen. Over on the 1 hour, we do have a lower low here, it looks like, so I would exercise caution as we did try to break for a bullish trend, and now we could be rejecting. So if we see a break of that 34.85, I believe, yeah, 34.85, then we could break away. Our MPP does say there is a high chance we do get a rejection in this range, making a lower high. So if we do not break through that 36.33 and hold, then it's likely bears would still gain control, and we would see a pullback toward that 30.65. However, if we can break through that resistance of that 36 and get higher highs with higher lows there, then we can retest our 37.67 and continue forward still. So over on XRP for the daily, we do have that same indecision candle, so that's pretty much all across our altcoins. Momentum is overall pushing down as VWAP favors bearish. Money flow is pretty flat. RSI is starting to weaken. Stochastic's pretty beat down. So we don't look too positive. Over on the 1 hour, it does look like we could try to make a double bottom where you have a drop, a rise, a drop, and then we would need a rise forward here, and then we would want to break that 236. If we did both those things, then that could give us a pretty decent run up, possibly toward another resistance area. So we draw a trend line here. Then you would measure from your bottom to your neckline. So you would apply that forward. Actually, if we're counting this as our neckline, so your pole would be bigger. Your pole would go from there to here. So then we would have a break forward to around 250. That would be a pretty decent run forward. VWAP does want to break bullish. Momentum is gaining strength. Money flow is pushing up. So that does look positive to give us some bullish momentum. If that VWAP can break bullish and hold, then we likely would continue forward and start to strengthen those higher time frames. Over on Algo for the daily, our MPP does say we could make a push up to that 40 cents. There's a 71% chance, so that is positive. Money flow is pushing up, VWAP is gaining strength, momentum is pushing forward, and RSI is gaining strength. Over on the 1 hour, we do look like we want to run forward. We are meeting some consolidation here after a push up as a little mini bull flag, but I would watch as we could be making a larger symmetrical triangle. That symmetrical triangle would be a 50-50 pattern that could break us down. Our stochastic does want to push down. Momentum is starting to push down, but that VWAP is bullish. Watch that VWAP. It does have a lower low, but if we can get higher highs and higher lows from this point, we can still break that 37.49 and then continue forward. So thank you for watching tonight's video. I appreciate it. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and join us in that Discord.